It's a beautiful Saturday morning out at the hole. Dread Pirate Vlad and I are on the boat, and for the very first time, the Sea Dogs have come aboard. They are quite excited about being on board. Of course, everything's new, everything smells wonderful. They're really not sure about that watery stuff down below that they are investigating. And seem to be quite content. Of course, we're not moving, so there's nothing to be really worried about. I'm hoping to break them in relatively easy to the whole nautical lifestyle and just let them get used to the boat. Of course, one of the first issues that's going to arise, where do we go pee? So long as they're not peeing in a port light or something, I guess we're good. We'll just bucket some water on it and flop it overboard. They seem to be happy, although it looks like typical dog, they'd rather be over there than right here. And we'll just let them sort themselves out while we enjoy a sunny day on the boat. We're planning on doing a little maintenance. The cranking engine died after we came over from the island. So we recharged it, put it back on the boat, made sure everything was turned off. And we'll do a little initial test to see if it withheld its charge or whether it died again. And if it died again, that means we've got another vector of troubleshooting to do. We're also going to have another look at the Electrosand. We've diagnosed the fault on the Electrosand down to being a relay that needs to be replaced. It's just corroded beyond belief. And I also want to look at the glow plugs on the engine. Every time we start the engine, it does start, but it takes a lot of cranking. So we'll get to that in a minute, and I'll show you what we're doing. I thought I would show you one of the toys I have. It is a Hawkeye Fish Finder Depth Sounder. I have it with me here today, and it's brand new, so I thought I'd give it a test run and see how it worked. I had another one of the exact same model and make, and it didn't work out of the package. So I got a hold of the company that creates it, Hawkeye, and they were extremely helpful, and they sent me a warranty replacement at absolutely no charge. So here it is. That's the unit right there. That's the handheld unit. You can see it's fairly straightforward. We get a depth reading there, sensitivity reading. It tells you how much power you've got on your battery. You've got light and sound, and this gauge at the side is actually an incremental calculation to tell you where the fish are in the water column. So the fish finder comes with a transponder that you can put on your boat. You can screw it to the transom of your boat via the two screws, and it also handily has a mount for you to screw a handle into it, like so. And that orange disc is a float. So you can do what I'm about to do right now, which is simply to fling it overboard. Okay, so very simple operation. Power on. There's the power. And Captain Vlad is going to fling it overboard. Just fling it. Just fling it. So there it is floating around in the water. And there's our reading, 28.8 feet, and there's obviously some little fish. So the way the depth finder works is it's a factor of 10. So in our case, the water is approximately 30 feet deep, so each unit on that scale is 3 feet. So we've got fish, probably just little minnows, spawn things, whatever, about 6 feet below the fish finder. So they're probably just hanging around the bottom of the keel. The keel is about 5 foot. And there they go. That's very cool. This will be useful for navigating out of the hole down the river channel. On a half to low tide, it gets really, really shallow, as we found out when we came in from our cross the strait journey. We actually hit the mud about 3 times, but we were clever enough to come in on a rising tide. So the rising tide lifted us off, and we were able to make it back up to our mooring buoy without further incident. And so there you go. There's our our Hawkeye fish finder F33P, and we're just floating around.